All right, my viewers and subscribers, back at it again with another video. Thank you all for checking this one out. Now, West Indies and Nepal will be doing their thing later on today, the first of three T20 games. And I must say, I'm really and truly anticipating this, want to see what the youngsters have to offer. Gonna be taking a look at Captain Akil Hussain. He spoke yesterday and he was saying that, listen, they are not going to be complacent. They are ready to play 3 hard games and they want to win the series. Man was also saying that, there are a good bit of youngsters in the squad. So the senior players will have to stand up, lead from the front, and make sure that the youngsters that are in the squad, can just work their way into things and don't feel too much pressured, right? So I'm going to be taking a look at a few other things that Hussein spoke about. Plus, we're also going to be taking a look at some keys to victory. You know how I like to do it over here, my people. Prior to every game, I like to give my keys to victory. A few things that we need to do or need to get right if we are to secure victory. So just give a listening ear until the end and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, so let us start with Captain Akil Hussain. So Hussein was, speaking and he was just making it clear that, listen, we're not going to be complacent. We're not looking down on this team, not looking down on the opposition. They just want to go out there and play some good, solid cricket. So taking this from the Daily Express, and I quote, so this is Hussein now. We're not looking at the opposition as though they are lesser of us, right? So that we come here to play 3 hard games of cricket and win a series. That's all it's going to be, end quote. Right? So from the get-go, the man is letting it be known that, listen, the aim is to win the series, play all 3 games hard, and we want to walk away with a series win. I don't know if it's going to be 2-1 or 3-0, but Hussein is saying that the aim is to walk away with a series win. And as you guys are aware, there are quite a few youngsters in this squad. And, Hussein also addressed that, saying that the senior players will definitely need to lead from the front and make sure that, the youngsters aren't pressured too much. Talking about not being pressured, Akil Hussain, this is the first time he's captaining at this level. And, he spoke about that. Man said that he's a person that, he will always pull from his senior players. So you can imagine with the likes of Kyle Mears and Jason Holder being on that tour, he will be looking to pick their brains. So this is Akil Hussain when he was asked about captaining at that level. So this is him now, and I quote, "Yes, this is my first opportunity to captain at such a high level." He said that being said, I think I'm a very open person. I listen to the seniors around me. I have always wanted to be picking the brains of my seniors as well. He said that the likes of Sunil Narayan, Karen Pollard, and Dwayne Bravo, along with Nicholas Pooran, end quote. And obviously, he mentioned those names because he would have played a lot of cricket with them, not only at the international level, but, at CPL. They play in CPL on the same team. So, and those names that he mentioned, those are guys who they have played a lot of T20 cricket, some of the best to have played. So, man is just making it known that he's not a person that's going to be saying, listen, I'm the captain, it's going to go this way or no other way. He's making it known that he appreciates experienced players, appreciates senior players, and will be looking to lean on them. He went on to say, I'm still learning. Every day you learn. For the younger guys, it's just to grasp the opportunity with both hands. Right? It can only benefit you and help you in the long run going forward. Right? So, as I said earlier, a lot of youngsters in the team, and he's just saying that they definitely need to try and grab this opportunity because it's not all the time you're going to have a lot of the first team players or the first choice players being out or, not being available. He went on to say, and I quote, "We're not going to put too much pressure on them. We just want them to come and express themselves, play and enjoy, and do what got you selected in the first place." So, right, and he's saying, play this type of cricket that you played while that allowed you to be selected. He went on to say, most senior guys will have to take up that pressure mantle and allow the youngsters the youngsters, right, to come in and play free and try to enjoy themselves. So that is what Akil Hussein is saying, that the senior players definitely need to step up and make sure that, with especially so many younger players traveling for the first time at this level, they will not feel too overburdened. He went on to say, everybody will be coordinating, and we will do what is best for West Indies to make sure we win the series. Right, so that is what Akil Hussein is saying, my people. And just to remind you before we go, the squad: Akil Hussein, Fabian Allen, Joel Andrew, Akeem Ogis, Nevin Bidasi, Jedediah Blades, Casey Carty, Karim Agor, Jason Hola, Amir Django, Kyle Mayers, Obed McCoy, Zishan Motara, Raymond Simmons, and Shamar Springer. So those are the guys that are set. Well, they are already there. They will be picking the playing 11 from that today. Hopefully you get a chance to see this video before the game. So that is what it's looking like, my people. So shout out to Captain Akil Hussein, and we definitely wish him and the team all the best as they go into the first game. Now, just before we go, my people, I like to talk about keys to victory. Gonna keep it simple and short for this one, right? Goes without saying, you want all the advantage that you can get. Doesn't matter what you think or how good you think you're going to perform, you want all the advantage. So the right decisions need to be made from the get-go. Looking at the pitch, we need to get it right. If we win the toss, we need to know that, all right, favors bowling first. Pitch we probably should bat on it first. We don't want halfway through the game we start saying, boy, it look like we win the toss and we're like, it look like we should have batted first or we should have bowled first. You want to make sure that all the decisions are correct. The rotation of bowlers. This is something that I will be paying attention to. With Akil Hussein, captaining at this level for the first time, definitely will be interesting to see how he goes. Generally speaking, they will have a plan in terms of who will bowl here or there. But what makes good captains is when things aren't going as how you want it, and you are able to come up with something on the spot along with your other teammates and make sure that you conquer the situation that you would have found yourself in. So that will be key. Also, fielding, we don't want to drop any catch. They always say catches win matches. So you definitely want to make sure that you are in front of that. In terms of the bowling, we have to strike early, make sure that we control the power play. That is something that we have struggled with at the international level, not being able to control the power play. We need to strike early, pick up a couple of wickets, make sure we keep them for probably a good 30-40 in the power play. 30-40 with probably 3 wickets down is something that I can work with. You understand? So that is what we are looking at. And, batting wise, the only thing I will say is rotation of strike. I know our guys are going to try to hit boundaries, but we need to make sure that we are keeping it simple. Rotate the strike when possible. Make sure you're not, thinking that the bowling is not going to affect you. These guys are playing a lot of cricket. They have people like Sandeep Lamashani in that squad who is excellent. So we have to be careful. Make sure that we play some good, clean, quality cricket, and just look to take it home. But as I said, nothing is a given. This team, gonna be interesting to see the playing 11 that goes out there, and then how they work together to try and take home the win. So we'll see. We're gonna leave it right there. Big up.